When you become involved in the truth or conspiracy world, you start researching news events or history, and you start seeing that things don't add up. You hear alternate theories about what might have happened, that kind of thing, and it really gets you to the point where you wonder if anything is real, and you get to the point where basically you're like, everything's bullshit, everything's fake, like all this shit I see on the news is fake, and you can take that to an extent, but at some point you have to realize that fucked up shit still happens, people still die, uh, even though there may be some things about the story that could be presented falsely, there still also could be an aspect of truth. So, if you follow any conspiracy or truther people, you'll hear a lot of that never happened, nobody died, that was all constructed, a story, none of that's real. Well, it's just so nobody ever dies. Nobody ever loses their mind and goes on a killing spree. No, none of that ever happens. I mean, really, like it's just you can't keep on with that mindset, because at some point you have to realize that some parts of it may have truth to it. Anyway, I'm just rambling on now, but I lived in a town where a very bizarre murder case happened. And I'm in some religious groups online, and I posted about it in there because it had to do with religion and just bizarre stuff. So anyway, I basically got called a liar, and said that the whole thing was a construct, and it was all bullshit. And it's like, I knew of the person that did the murders way before all the shit happened. My friends knew of the people. One of my friends knew one of the victims. So, it's just like, you're not from there, and you are going to automatically say it's all bullshit and it was all constructed. Like, really? There's 3 people that are dead, victims of the person, and then the person ended up killing himself. So, you just can't take this shit but so far. And, maybe the killer was allowed to do things. I mean, like the lady in Florida, Eileen Wuornos, who was like the prostitute that killed some of her Johns. She claimed she had mental problems, and, the other murderer I'm talking about had mental problems. But anyway, Eileen said that, the cops basically knew she was doing all that shit for years and just let her carry on. Well, that's basically what happened with this dude. There was people that came all the time telling that shit was going on, and they didn't do shit for years. And finally, somebody said, "I'm gonna kill him if you don't fucking go do it." So, sorry, a bug just landed on my foot. But anyway, so then he basically said, "I'm gonna take this shit into my own hands if you don't go and do something about it." So that's basically how everything finally got found out. And it's just crazy to me that people just write it all off. They, it's all crazy. Everybody who claims to know anything about the story, they're all liars. But anyway, another thing about Eileen is she claimed that she was allowed to carry on, and then she also claimed that she was being targeted while she was in jail, and certain psychological weapons were used against her while she was in jail. Of course, everybody thought she was crazy. And there definitely could be parts of this story that are made up and bullshit. But there's still some aspect of truth in all of this. That's usually how the best lies work, is they take some truthful thing and they just keep adding onto it, or they manipulate it in a way to where it just becomes something crazy. But anyway, I think I'm just done with the internet because I'm tired of the conspiracy world. I'm tired of tearing apart every fucking thing. I mean, you know, it just gets to a point where it's just ridiculousness. So I'm over it.